So let me
Sir,
start from the. Thank you all. So let me start. Today we'll discuss about sales management. If time permit, we'll start brand management. Okay, this sales management you can expect one question: sales territory or the different types of sales activity in the market. So let me start from this sales management. What is sales management? What are the different activity made by this sales group, or you can say sales department? See, आमे कहूचे सेल्स डिपार्टमेंट रो काम होची माल बेच के आओ जो जो दिखता है वो बिकता है चलिबनी एठी एटलीस्ट यू हैव टू fulfill your target, otherwise your salary, your incentive, your bonus, everything will be cut down. Your promotion, again you will demoted to your below level. So this is a kind of activity this sales group is managing, or everybody is calculating with performance base, in particularly in private sector. Nowadays also the government sector also implement this performance oriented activity. Clear? So it is very necessary to show your performance, and if your performance is good, then you can get, or you can achieve everything. Is it audible clearly? My voice is clear?
yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So let me start from this sales management activity. It is a combination of different activity like planning, direction, controlling. So, or then you can say training, assessment, supervision. All these activities are included in this sales management. So, in general, we can say it is a management activity with a effective result-oriented, target-oriented. You can say target-oriented activity. So, sales management is a target oriented activity, and you have to prove yourself in the market. See, I have cited some communicational process, or these are the activity you have to make. Communication, ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମାର୍କେଟ କୁ ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣଙ୍କର କ୍ଲାରିଟି ରହିବା ଦରକାର, your clear, concise, then concrete, correct, coherent and complete courteous activity you have to make. So 7 C's is implemented in this sales management activity. Clear. See, whatever activity you are doing, whether you are selling, I have seen an advertisement today, LIC advertisement. To start your own business, you join LIC. So it is a clear cut picture they are giving for these sales people. So join as an agent of LIC and create your business. So your clear information, purposeful, goal-oriented message should reach to ultimate customer. See, this is not a activity, sales management activity, but communication is an important part. If you are not clearly communicate in front of the potential customer or present properly, then automatically it will be negative result, or people will not accept your uh, product or services. So clearly concise, basic opinion, otherwise yadu shadu jinsa nahi, to the point oriented activity. Then concrete, clear, not huge confusion create karibeni. You are not creating confusion. If you the customer, ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ କଷ୍ଟମର କୁ ବୁଝେଇ ପାରିବେନି ସେତେବେଳେ କନଫ୍ୟୁଜ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତି, କନଫ୍ୟୁଜ କରିଦେଲେ ସେ କ୍ଲାରିଟି ପାଇଲାନି, ସେ ଟାଇମ କିଛି ଆପଣ ନେଇଗଲେ. But it is a intentional, but you try to create a clear picture in front of the, ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ clear picture ଥୋଇଲେ ସେ sales ଲୋକ କିଣିବା ପାଇଁ ଇଚ୍ଛା କରିବ, particularly in case of sales people, direct sales. Then correct information, whatever you are sending, that must be correct. Price ho, place ho, product ro ingredient ho, whatever things you are saying, if you are giving with a correct manner, then you ଧର ଏସି ବିକିବାକୁ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି, ସେମାନେ ଜାଣି ନଥିବେ ଡାଟା, ଏସି ଡିସି ଭିତରେ ଡିଫରେନ୍ସ ଜାଣି ନଥିବେ, କହିବେ जो आजिकली आसुची इन्वर्टर एसी, whether it is clearly known by the sales people or not. So if you are not clear about AC DC and you are selling air condition, so it will a negative impact on this. So you should create a correct you put a correct information in front of the potential customer. ठीक जिनसटा रखबे, coherent makes your your message will flow with a proper logical manner. Then complete it. Whatever activity you are doing, you should clearly complete it. And behavioral aspect is a very important factor in case of sales management. Let me explain to two, three sales people, their behavioral fact. So you can see, if you go to sales department or sales direct sales people, if you ask for number of product in the market, so suppose आपण जाइछन्ती साड़ी देखिया पे, and you are approaching number of sari, you are watching several sarees, and one by one you are opening and observing. After a certain period they will say, so these are the items, sir ei jinso सब अच्छी देखंतु आरि भितर देखंतु. So सी कोन करे हाली आइ जाय. आपण देखिबे किछि सेल्स पर्सन अछंती कोन जेते चाहुथिबे देखौथिबे, को नाइ नाइ सर देखंतु आउ पांचटा देखंतु आउ. So the customer will feel bad after watching number of items. So आपण सेटु आसी परिबे नाही. So that should be the attitude of salespeople. Otherwise, you cannot sell your product and services. The last question पचारिया पर्यंत आपनको देखैयाकू परिबो product और service को. So that is important. So let me start from sales management. Sales management is a personal selling task. See, sales management activities are, you have to show, you have to present, you have to select, you have to choose customer, you have to go to the customer, you have to give training to your parties, your subordinate, your employee, your juniors. So that these are the activity in case of sales management. So there are certain objective of this sales management. As you know, there are number of objective. First objective is to sales or create volume for your organization. आपण बहुत गुडाए के वॉल्यूम क्रिएट करेबे. सेल्स आपण जेंती कुआ जाय कोटा सेटिंग आमे पढिबा आगु को. So the company is giving quota to all the sales people. Even if you are in educational institution, even if you are in a big organization like IIM. IIM is a private organization, self-governing body. XLRI, XIM. So still they are also making this marketing activity, choosing right qualitative product, and they are going to different places. आगुर कोन होतला IIM को लोक आस्तले एबे IIM कोन करिवो जिवो गोटे पर्टिकुलर प्लेस को बैंगलोर गला सेठी गोटे होटल बड़ होटल ले तांकर प्रेजेंटेशन थिबो तांकर एग्जाम टा होबो दिस interaction, one to one interaction likewise. So you are taking quality student, still you have to make this kind of finding quality product also important aspect. It is a sales management activity. Then placement, these activity also these people are doing, making contact with big multinational company, government organization. So that is also a sales activity of this big organization like IIM also. So this IIM, XLRI, XIM also they are making this sales management activity. So sales volume, profit making, growth. See, sales volume बढ़िले जे profit हबो बहुत सेमि माने नै. So you sometimes what happened, your sales volume is increase rate, but your profit will increase in decreasing rate. So think is that your volume is increasing, but the margin of profit is reducing due to the maturity stage. Competition is higher, more and more companies are there. So your sales volume is increasing, but profit margin is reducing. So that is a kind of activity. So profit making, you are making your this management activity is to make more and more profit than growth. Individual growth and the organization growth as well as the proprietor growth. Everybody's growth is a activity management activity. Individual growth means suppose one person is join in a junior level, gradually he will get financial benefit, its responsibility increase, position increase, then he will work for a long period or for a big period he can work along with you. And similarly organizational growth is required. You are in the initial stage, your organization is small, gradually you are increasing, so people are motivated. Sales your in-house people will motivated, sales people will motivated. So your organization growing, the your employees growth also increasing. That is also one of the major objective of this sales organization. See, this sales organization is having different department, ame coach structure of different sales organization is there. So purpose of sales organization, no doubt, eliminate waste of effort. Where apan bahut effort dochandi, result nahi. So that is also eliminated. Effort oriented, result oriented effort must be given. Then maximizing friction. So number of times you are giving effort, number of time you are visiting for a particular. So you have to guide with a proper manner, or the training and development should be given in such a way that your effort must be fruitful in the organization. Is it audible? Is it audible?
Yes, but nothing is visible, sir.
There is no presentation,
Yes, PPT is not
but
visible.
we are not able to see anything.
Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. 1 second. I'm trying to. Just a minute, please wait. Just a minute. So is it? Hopefully visible. Is it visible right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have already covered this communication, different type of communication. This sales management we have covered. Then objective of sales management we have covered it. Sales volume, profit growth we have covered. Then sales organization will go next. Then sales organization, then purpose of sales organization. We'll go for the different sales organization. It is already discussed in management. Line structure, line staff structure will complete within the few seconds. So purpose of sales organization, as we have discussed, eliminate waste, maximize, minimize friction, then maximize cooperation between different. What happened in sales organization, practical, in practical field, you can find in sales organization different competitor competing with each other, sales people within the organization competing with each other. So it sometimes affect the customer mind, and sales goes to other company. Take the example, suppose you are in Maruti, say Maruti sales, and one of your colleague or your uh, sales other salesperson, he is approaching a customer and you are also approaching. So the conflict between you two, and you are misleading the customer, and customer will go for other product like Hyundai or all Honda likewise. So it is a cooperation, and cooperation between two employees is highly essential. Sales people is essential, because otherwise the customer will go for other product or other competitor. Maruti ର ଆଉ 5ଟା ଚ୍ୟାନେଲ ପାର୍ଟନର ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଯୋଉମାନେ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରେ 4ଟା showroom ଅଛି, ସେମାନେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ showroom କୁ ପଳେଇବେ. So that should be reduced. Otherwise a cooperation correlation if made, then automatically sales volume will increase. Because sometimes what happened, you are not able to convince one customer, but your friend can convince. So you can take the relationship, or you can make a relationship between two, and so it is very important. But then permit development and specialist. So you can take the development, you can take the advice of your specialized people, and they can, even in case of insurance, your authority, sometimes what happened, your boss also go to the market and approach. So that that will be the spirit. So your result will be more. So you should ensure that all the activity is going right, get done in right way. So your result will be more. So fix responsibility. Another important part is who will do what activity. Otherwise, all responsibility given to all, everybody will do everything. Nobody will do anything. So everybody's responsibilities, nobody's responsibility. That should not be. That should be responsibility must be fixed with a right manner. Otherwise, your result will be not in right way. So define authority. You should obey your authority. That must be necessary. Otherwise, you so always boss is right. You must obey your boss, and a leadership is required. You should obey to a particular leader. We will go for different leadership styles of leadership in this. ଆପଣ HR ରେ ପଢିଥିବେ, still will discuss this type of different organization you can find: line structure, line staff structure, metric structure, project structure, functional structure. Normally what happen in case of marketing, we generally use functional structure. This line organization, line staff organization is not more applicable in case of sales. Normally functional structure organization is implemented. Different marketing department having different units. So you can follow this pattern. Functional pattern is normally used in this case of marketing. ଆପଣ କହିବେ ଲାଇନ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ଚର କଣ? ଗୋଟିଏ ସେଲ୍ସ, ଯେମିତି ଆମେ କହୁଛେ ଅଟୋକ୍ରାଟିକ ଟାଇପ ଅଫ structural form. Then line structure, there are two departments you can find. One is general department, another one is other departments, staff department. Line department, staff department, two other departments are there, and the linking, training, everything. One department is giving something, another department is doing other activity. But that means staff department gote line department advisor, or you can say secretary, chairman, likewise. So that is not more effective in case of sales. So normally what happened, this functional structure organization is implemented in this case. So the structure, organizational structure is divided on the basis. Why we are reading this structure in case of sales organization management? See, every time you can face lot of problem. Your management will say something, your team boss is say something, your you can say your team leader is saying something. So the misunderstanding between the group, ଆପଣଙ୍କର authority ଗୋଟେ କଥା କହିଗଲା, team management ଗୋଟେ କଥା କହିଲା, team leader ଗୋଟେ କଥା କହିଲା. So relations will be breakdown. So it is very important to make a give a responsibility, right responsibility, and divide the job assignment with the right form. So you see, this is the different kind of organization you can find: line staff, matrix, project structure organization. Normally what happened, it is given a you got a project, sales project. So a assignment given to a team, and team will work. I'm citing a simple example. Suppose in you are working in a survey organization. You are making a survey. Suppose take the example, in 2024 you got a project for election prediction project. It is a marketing activity. You are making activity. You are going to the field. You are surveying, making survey, and and you are predicting, projecting the future. So this kind of activity for a particular period, and that period you have to give result with a short period, higher salary, incentive bonus is higher. So that kind of activity normally not made in general marketing strategy. Functional organization is more effective. See, head, it is marketing organization, sales, promotion, marketing, research. It is not clearly visible. So marketing, service, sales, functional, brand. So different department are there. So accordingly you are making marketing activity. So see, next come to sales activity. What are the activity they are making? The different relationship with marketing activity, sales and marketing. Sales, ଆପଣଙ୍କର department ଗୁଡା କଣ? Sales, advertisement, the direct sales, raw material purchase and handle. So all these information collection, all these activity made through this sales, service, relationship building, research and development, financing. All these activity involved in this sales management group. Then come to sales planning part. Sales planning part. Sales planning, it include everything: annual operation plan, segmentation plan, geographical plan, customer wise plan, plan by volume, plan by you can say value and volume. So we are making this kind of sales planning in the field of management. Sales planning ଆପଣ କହିବେ ବଜେଟ କେତେ ଅଛି ବର୍ଷ ଭିତରେ କେତେ ଟଙ୍କା ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ ହବ କେତେ ଟଙ୍କା ରିଭାଇଜ ଆନୁଆଲ ଅପରେସନ ପ୍ଲାନ see what is the necessity of budget in the sales ଆପଣ ମାର୍କେଟିଂ ରେ ତେଲ ସେଲ୍ସ ପିପୁଲ କୁ ତେଲ ଦବା ପାଇଁ ପ୍ରତିଦିନ ଦରକାର ପଇସା every day you have spend money for sales department ଆପଣ salary apart from salary fooding charges fuel charges incentives ଆପଣ କଷ୍ଟମର କୁ କିଛି କୋଲ୍ଡ ଡ୍ରିଙ୍କ୍ସ ପେଇଲେ ଇଏ କଲେ ଗୋଟେ ବଡ ସେଲ୍ସ ପାଇଁ ଆପଣ କିଛି ସ୍ପେଣ୍ଡ କଲେ ସୋ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ଏ ନେସେସିଟି you are making this business plan. So finance is a part. Segmentation plan, you are dividing. Segment means dividing who will do what activity. Segmentation plan. Then geographical plan, coverage. I mean jo cover lip one word is there, cover lip, area, territory. I mean after next podya will sales territory kete bata parjanta cover karibo, that is important. Segment wise, then geographical coverage already region wise. I mean kone sales area sales manager, that means a particular area is given. So cluster manager, then cluster means in a particular area we have dividing into different. So plan by value, next year plan you are making a focus on value oriented, then assumption oriented. Next year kon habo planning focus area, what are the different focus area where we have to focus. So see we have to focus on territory basis, then you can say sales basis, product wise emphasis, then you can say brand wise focus. Your focus area must be on brand wise. See, I'm citing an example particularly in sales case, in case of suppose take the example in banking, you have a different product, different brand product also. It's suppose different product, like suppose somebody is dealing with housing finance, somebody is dealing with personal loan, somebody is dealing with collection. So all these things are made, but you have to emphasize product wise. आपनकर responsibility jaha आपण सही area रे काम करिवे. For incentive, bonus and other things, you will not go to other area or other part. So it is a focus. Planning must be in a right manner. आमे कोचे right man, selecting right man in right place is HR. प्लानिंग डिपार्टमेंट रो काम होची को जगह रे केतबेले टारगेट कले आमे जो आमे लॉन्ग टर्म वी आर मेकिंग डिफरेंट स्ट्रेटजी, लॉन्ग टर्म स्ट्रेटजी, short term strategy, immediate strategy, boosting strategy. So you are adopting different strategies to sustain in the market. So sales planning have different focus area: vision, mission, goal, strategy, action plan. All these things are included in this sales planning. Vision, you are making a long term activity, or 10 वर्ष परे आपनका sales department कोठी पहुंचबो, that is your vision. Mission, the path you are going to, the path through which you are going, that is mission. Goal, you are making a target, or you are making a target and reaching that target is your goal. So आपण कहउचंती मोर टार्गेट होची 10 वर्ष परे मोर सेल्स आमे 5 million और कहबे 50 millions, reaching 50 millions customer. So it is a target. Within this period you have to reach this vision, mission, goal, and then strategy. Strategy is basically a long term activity. I mean strategy, sometimes short term strategy also made in match, cricket match you can find short term strategy also adopted. You have made a plan for the total match, but taking the responsibility, you are making the long term strategy. आपण गोटे लॉन्ग टर्म स्ट्रेटेजी करचंती, किछि चेंजेस हला, इमीडिएटली चेंजेस आसला, आपण शॉर्ट टर्म स्ट्रेटेजी नेले, बॉलर चेंज कले, so that is a short term strategy. Even sometimes what have completing a omitting your existing plan, you are changing the strategy requirement है. आपण गोटे कस्टमर किछि नुवा अनएक्सपेक्टेड कस्टमर गोटे पहुंची गला, गोटे कस्टमर को आपण काउंसलिंग करचंती, आ गोटे कस्टमर पहुंची गला, and his query is something different, but it is related to your company product. So you are making a strategy and attract the customer and sell the product immediately. Se kala mate aji ebe darkar, mu पळेबी foreign. So your strategy will be different from the strategy which is adopted for the existing or the customer who is staying for a long period. So your strategy change. You are making a change strategy. Then sales function, different function already we have discussed: planning, organizing, training, motivating, controlling, leading. These are the management function. Man, money, machine, method, market, everything you are utilizing in sales also. जेमती मैनेजमेंट रे यूज करछंती सेही जिंस प्लानिंग ऑर्गेनाइजिंग ट्रेनिंग काहा को ट्रेनिंग दोचन सेल्स ग्रुप को ट्रेनिंग दोचन डिफरेंट मेथड्स ऑफ ट्रेनिंग्स आर देयर सो these are the sales force management activity so management implementation of management in sales is known as sales force management same planning whatever activity you are making long term plan short term plan strategic plan everything you are making so considering this management activity sales plan re kon asla industrial sales company sales product line sales then you can variant sales so your planning according to product level in product suppose take the example you are stretching the product and your planning will be different stretching of product mane gotiye product line achi suppose take the example suppose hero honda thila hero honda passion plus hero honda CD100 etc etc hero honda sign so many it is a product line you have stretched the product into different category so this is the work of the sales department industrial sales company sales product line sales product variant sales variant means different kind of variant ଆପଣଙ୍କର ବହୁତ ଗୁଡାଏ variant ର product ଅଛି ଗୋଟିଏ product ନୁହେଁ product line ନୁହେଁ variant means different take the example Tata suppose Tata Motors having different motors ଆପଣ କହିବେ agricultural product ବିକୁଛି Tata tractor ବିକୁଛି industrial excavator ବିକୁଛି industrial product ତାର ସେ ଯୋଉ ବଡ ବଡ troller ଅଛି Tata ର so it is a different way ଆପଣ କହିବେ apart from that other variants also cars other motors vehicles also available so these sales people what are the product level what are the activity given so accordingly plan will be made then sales you can say time period forecasting ଆପଣ ସେଇ planning ରେ ଆପଣ forecast କରୁଛନ୍ତି କୋଉ କୋଉ area କୁ ଆପଣ ବିକିବେ the long term long range medium range or short range considering the period of time so you are forecasting for a planning is made on the basis of forecast means prediction future prediction ଆପଣ ଦୂରକୁ ଆଖି ବନ୍ଦ କରି ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି କେତେ ବର୍ଷ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖା ଯାଉଛି 10 ବର୍ଷ ଦେଖା ହେଲା 10 ବର୍ଷ ଭିତରେ ବିଜନେସ ର ଆପଣ କଣ forecast କଲେ so is it audible
Yes, sir.
okay so next this planning रे आपण आसला different planning process sales plan capacity plan production plan cash flow plan procurement plan आपण केमति नेबे sales plan what are the activity in this month you will do capacity केते production आपण नेबे capacity more capacity listen again I am citing an example sales plan means suppose you have targeted you have to cover Bhubaneswar market Kotak market so your capacity plan financially whether you are sound to sell in Kotak Bhubaneswar whether you have sufficient people to go to Kotak whether you have the productivity or production ମୋ ପାଖରେ ସେତିକି ଜିନିଷ ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁ କଟକ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର କୁ କଭର କଲା ଭଳିଆ then cash flow ମୋ ଟଙ୍କା ଆସୁଛି ନା ବାକିରେ ରହି ଯାଉଛି so that is important then procurement ଲୋକ ମୋ ପାଖରେ ରହୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ନାହିଁ again I am citing a planning process sales plan capacity plan production plan cash flow plan procurement sales plan I have planned to sell product in Bhubaneswar and Kotak capacity plan I have the capacity product ଅଛି କି ନା ନାହିଁ ମୋର production ସେତିକି ବାହାରୁଛି ନା ନାହିଁ so accordingly I will make capacity plan ମୋର 10ଟା product ବାହାରୁଥିବ ଆଚାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ବିହାର ଭଳିଆ ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟିଆ ଏରିଆ ରେ ମୁଁ ବିକି ଦଉଛି so I have there is no need to plan for Kotak and if you are making plan for Kotak so you increase your productivity you have to develop cash flow पैसा ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଆସିବା ଦରକାର bank loan ଦବା ଦରକାର ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ funds ଥିବା ଦରକାର accordingly you will increase your productivity production then you will make capacity plan and your plan accordingly so vice versa so everything will be considered on this flow so sales plan capacity plan production plan then procurement ଆପଣ କହିବେ ଆଗ procure କରିବେ ନା ଆଗ plan କରିବେ definitely you are making a period आपण procurement करिले भी sales बढ़िबो sales कले भी procurement दरकार पड़ियो so vice versa it is a rotation you can say management is a process that's why it says management is a process planning organizing coordination evaluation control again it is rotated life cycle भलिया सेतिबें को जाय it is a circle it is a cycle whether responsibility come first or duty come first so both is vice versa if you give responsibility somebody so pressure will be given so automatically work will be more if you are doing work then automatically the authority will give responsibility so responsibility and authority likewise your sales plan and procurement both are vice versa both are related to each other then come to sales force management see sales force mane amro jenti ame word the term word forces group बहुत जन sales force management or you can say sales force forecasting you are forecasting or predicting your future regarding the force you can say sales force forecasting so you can say sales forecasting is a business activity for forecasting the future and predicting the future for the purpose of your business so self so you are estimating industry the identifying critical factors आपण forecast कला बेले कौन कौन भाबुचन आपण कौन critical difficulties what are the difficulties you can face you are assuming these are the difficult आपण कहते natural calamities आसुची आपण cultivate करचंती agriculture suppose you are preparing producing agricultural product you are forecasting what are the difficulties assumption you are assuming these are the critical factor or these are the critical problem you can face in future so that is your forecasting then selecting method of these are the you can say identifying critical factor selecting method of forecasting collecting analyzing interpreting data then call so this is a kind of industrial activity or you can say industrial cells ଆପଣ industrial cells ରେ ए ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡା ପାଇବେ even if in case of FMCG same things happen identifying critical factor selecting method of forecasting collecting analyzing interpretation of data then concluding so forecasting means you are predicting the future for the purpose of your business everywhere you are forecasting geographical coverage को region रे आपनकर जिंस गुडा बिकियो national regional territory customer national ओडे बड़ या international भी हे परियो international national regional territory customer if you are selling international you are going for international why I have not mentioned national international because some legal formalities are there in case of international market you have to go to you have to register you have to take permission from different department likewise but in national level it is a kind of your country your territory you are focusing and you are selling the product so national regional territory regional means a zone wise territory a branch you can say district then branch then ultimate customer ଆପଣ ଗାଁ ଗାଁ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଆପଣ ଜିନିଷ ବିକିବେ so you are dividing the you are forecasting considering the geographical coverage you are forecasting on the this basis then you can say forecasting approach is top down method bottom up method so this is a kind of forecasting approach see top down break down approach you can say an SBU strategic business unit SBU level forecasting broken down to the region district territory sales people individual customer sales quota so see sales force forecasting SBU what is SBU strategic business unit one company having different units take the example suppose Hindustan Unilever Hindustan Unilever having different strategic business unit one product suppose locks then you can say suppose Lifebuoy or likewise so many products are there so considering these are the strategic business unit so strategic business unit आपण सेही business unit रू किछि किछि पैसा आनी के other business रे भी यूज कर परिबे so here top down break means you are dividing the different area into small segment and focus the customer in right manner आपण काहे के छोट छोट करूचंती ना जोन वाइज करचंती रीजन वाइज करचंती टेरिटरी सो सेल्स पीपल डायरेक्टली दे कैन टच सी आमे कोचे सेल्स एंड मार्केटिंग द डिफरेंस इज you are introducing the product after that you are going to the market that is sales marketing you have when you are thinking about the product the concept is developed accordingly you are selling to the product to the market so the concept are different you are making this kind of activity bottom up approach individual customer to branch zone and company level तळु उपरको उपरु तळु को जीवो आपण आगो बिजनेस टा बहुत बड़ कर देले तापर ग्रास रूट को गले then ago grassroots को गले तापर business बढ़ेले so accordingly forecast is made so method of forecasting qualitative method dolphin method then test marketing method again I'm repeating quality method execution operation qualitative method you are focusing on quality aspect of the product so you are highlighting the quality your product tata bata is there focusing on quality aspect you can say production concept you are making more and more product you are not focusing on quality aspect you are focusing on other part sales aspect आपण बहुत जिंस बढ़ेले बहुत जिंस बिकिले so dolphin method prediction by panel you can say a group of people will stay or expert advice will taken or you can technical people will guide and that method will mostly applicable salesforce competition you can say more and more focus on composition element technical aspect technology so that you can focus on that basis you are dividing the product so these are the method of forecasting quality method forecasting dolphin method forecasting test marketing means a different type of testings are there you can say just like ଯେମିତି advertise ରେ ଆମେ testing କରୁଥିଲେ product ରେ ସେମିତି test ହୁଏ quality test sales behavioral test customer need test then you can say ingredient test manufacturing test health and hygienic test so many testings are made so considering that you are made control and simulated the test marketing testing of product and test marketing is different testing the product माने आपनकर जो जिंस को आपण टेस्ट करछन you are calculating the product quality you are calculating the product ingredients you are calculating the health and hygienic factors so that is product testing but test marketing the choice of the customer behavioral aspect competitor product financial position of the आपण को जीडीपी केते अछि लोकंकर पर कैपिटा इनकम you are making a test on market you are market test कले product test you are making different test so on the basis of that test marketing you are post forecasting आपण कहबे आगु को रिसेशन अछि रिसेशन फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन लोकंकर छटई होचंदी लोक चाकरी पळौचंदी so that time you are introducing a product so definitely the sales volume will decrease off season रे आपण लॉन्च करचंदी मार्केट को टेस्ट कले off season रे लॉन्च कर definitely your आपण गोटे कार किनिले कमर्शियल पर्पस यू आर परचेज ए कार फॉर कमर्शियल पर्पस इन ऑफ सीजन मैरिज नाही तो विंटर रे किनले आपण सेल्स वॉल्यूम ता बढ़िबो सेत में यू आर मेकिंग ए टेस्ट मार्केट नेक्स्ट सेल्फ फोरकास्टिंग मेथड क्वांटिटेटिव मेथड जोटा हम पढुतले मोटिवेटिंग द रेंज एक्सपेंशन ऑफ स्मूथिंग देन कम टू इकोनोमेट्रिक्स जोटा कहतली फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन ऑलरेडी वी हैव डिस्कस एटी कहतली क्वांटिटेटिव मेथड रे इकोनॉमिकल पोजीशन अपन रिसेशन हे गेला कि किछ हे गेला सो दैट इज इंपोर्टेंट नेक्स्ट सेलिंग सिचुएशन ऑलरेडी वी हैव कवर दिस ऑलरेडी कहि सारलेनी एटा देन सेलिंग सिचुएशन एंड व्हाट एस्पेक्ट cold calling situation see cold and see different product their selling method situations first one is customer intention you are ensuring the intention of the customer if they are interested then you are approaching considering different factors then you have given a phone call contact you are contacting selling situation को method रे आपण cold calling basically it is a kind of approach आपण दी हापाजेटली कॉल करछन कस्टमर रे हठात कॉल कला and you are getting a lead and you are selling the customer then creative selling you are approaching with a different creative manner and you are selling then pharmaceutical selling means you are reaching the customer showing the ingredient or sorry reaching the agent showing the ingredients, showing the product, and convince the benefits, then the uses, and then they can sell the product and services to the market. Then different types of budget you can find the in the sales streams has the defined different budgets. ଆପଣ ଯୋଉଟା ଫାଇନାନ୍ସ ରେ ପଢିଥିବେ different budgets, ଆପଣ sales forecasting, trade prospect, present scenario, custom oriented, government policy, industrial. तो sales budget को different types of budget अपन जानते last considering the last year budget you are making zero budget, you are making considering different factors, you are making different kind of budget forecast for sales. So you can sales forecasting estimation future को base करके अपना budget तैयारी करछन्ती. Again I'm citing the example last year budget, considering the last year sales you are preparing a budget that is called sales budget, considering the sales. Profit, considering the profit, considering the growth, considering the needs. So you are preparing the budget on the basis of your demand. Why you are reading this sales management? This sales management having all these activity. What are the activity they are? They are preparing, they are planning the product, they are implementing budget aspect, they are recruiting. All these activity involved in this sales management. Sales management is doing all activity. Budget theory career to recruitment career to quota setting career to everything is within this sales budget. So we are making this. Then sales territory, clear about this budget, different types of budget you can cite. Finance रे जहाँ जहाँ budget होते sales रे सही budget utilize होती. Implementing zero based budget means you are calculate last year रो data को अपन consider करिवे नहीं एबे नीचे budget तैयारी करिए zero based budget. You are not taking the last year budget as a benchmark, so you have started from zero. This year budget you will a completely new prediction budget is prepared, that is called zero based budget. Sales budget माने last year जो sales last past year और last year budget को देखी कि अपन budget तैयार कर ले. Forecast budget means you are predicting the future and prepare a budget. So forecast budget. Profit, considering the profit, last year profit 10 कोटी टंका आइतला एथर आपण एक्सपेक्ट करछन 2 कोटी, तो 2 कोटी रो 20% आपण फिक्स कले कि 10% कले को आपण 2 कोटी रो 10% कले 20 लाख टंका मे रखिया सेल्स बजेट. So considering the profit, so these are the different kind of budget you can find in the sales. Then sales territory, quota setting. So see region for territory, हमें territory काइन fix करछे, increase improve customer coverage, control selling expenses, effective evaluation of sales performance, improve customer relationship. Why the reason behind sales territory हमें कहीं भी fix करछे गोटे जगह ना, increase improve customer coverage. You can reach your customer directly number of time आपण जाइके पहुंच परिवे and you can contact to your. Then control selling expenses. बारंबार दौड़ी की routing रे खर्च थिबो. Routing means you are in middle position, you are going to this place, that place, एपट को जिबे, east को जिबे, west को जिबे. So selling expenses will be increase. So आपण कोन करिवे, Sunday रे जिबे ए गोटे route रे, Monday रे आ गोटे route रे, Wednesday रे आ गोटे route रे. So you are fixing a route, so automatically your sales expenses will reduce back है ना. Next सेई जो एरिया को गला को next Monday को. So planning according to this the territory plan is made. Then effective evaluation of sales performance. What is suppose you have given a target, so whether the target setting is fulfilled or not, so that is important. Then come to sales territory design. हमें विभिन्न प्रकार design करू. Design of the sales territory, target oriented, then cover leaf, you can say cover leaf. The main we are designing on the different basis. Already we have cover, built up method and breakdown method. Then routing and scheduling. Routing माने आपण route schedule करिवा. Routing, so region and advantage, main line of communication, improve territory coverage, minimum waste time, already we have covered. So this quota setting, see we have setting quota on the basis of different, so there are different types of quotas already. The sales volume quota, profit based quota, activity quota, expense quota. Let me start from sales volume quota. Sales volume means आपण गोटे दिया हितो 5टा यूनिट आपण बिकिया पड़िबो. आपण suppose take the example sales volume means you are working in Hyundai, आपण कहबे Hyundai रो suppose आपण you are selling venue, so 5 number से rupees volume रे हो unit volume रे हो आपण कहबे sales quota on the basis of volume, 5 venue you have to sell this month, it is a fix, a unit volume is given. Then second one is profit base quota, आपण गोटे target दिया हला जो product रे margin बेसी अछि. So take the example, suppose आपण कहबे venue रे भलो margin नहीं, ଆମର Creta ରେ ଭଲ margin ଅଛି. So you have to sell Creta, at least one Creta within the month. So margin, considering the gross margin. So this is a example. Sales volume, then profit based margin. जो product टा चलेनी सेगुडाकर margin बेसी थाए. Then activity quota. So number of activity, presentation, meeting, organizing meeting, how many meeting you are organizing, how many people you are touching. So that quota you are fixing. Again, I'm repeating: sales volume, profit base, activity, expenses, then expense quota. A quota is sick. आपण एतिकी advertisement करिवे, एतिकी promotional करिवे. So these are the very important factor necessary in this case. See, another clear about this, there were different types of quota: sales volume quota, profit based quota, activity quota, expenses quota. You have to spend this much amount, you have to spend accordingly, you have to sell the product. Expenses, a target is given. Then come to motivational factor aspect. Clear? Quota setting, then come to the, actually this is 5 class topic, but we have to cover all these things. So you can find different types of quota, then come to motivation in case of sales management. So see these quota setting mechanisms, SMART is written. So this is not in book, just in sales it is taken: SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time oriented. Quota setting re ei sob jinsa oda darkar. SMART, you must be very smart in particularly in sales: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time bound. Whatever things you are doing, it must be within the time period. आपण कोने the motivation is highly essential. आपण लुहा को बाडे बाडे गरम करंतु किंवा गरम लुहा को सेप दियंतु. It is very important in case of sales. Self motivation is highly essential. Unless until you self motivated, you cannot sell the product. Okay, अरे तार तो बिक्री होनी, मोर भी बिक्री होनी है क्या, ये सेल्स रे काम करी लाभ नहीं. Particularly in case of insurance, number of people is leaving the job due to dissatisfaction. You are getting energy by the sales. Your top management is scolding you for giving energy or boosting energy. गाली खाइले आपनकर energy बढ़ियो. Again they are taking you to different parties, motivating in that way. So financial and non-financial motivation is also helpful. So see, in particularly sales, target is given. So target also a kind of motivation. If target given, your performance will increase, incentive, bonus, financial benefit you will get, and आपनकर salary 20,000 हेतियो, incentive पाउचे 50,000. So financial motivation. If you are motivated, then your performance will increase, you will give effort. आपण पैसा पाइले कबे ना नहीं काम कले समय देले पैसा मिलुची. So automatically you will be motivated. Financial motivation. So it is very important. Make other take interest in various activity. Motivation is highly essential. आपण कोने आपण देखिथिबे in Hindu mythology, in Mahabharata, Krishna is motivating Arjun to fight against the unlawful activities. So basically you are focusing on this aspect. हमें कोने लहरों के साथ तो कोई भी तैर सकता है, वही सच्चा इंसान है जो लहरों को चीर के नदियां के उस पार पहुंच. So self confidence is required. आपण किए गोटे लोकटे कोठी गाड़ी देला, आपण को इंटरव्यू रे आपण फेल्योर हे गेले. So you are most don't take it in negative way. You are not able to answer, you are not able to. So see, if the seat change, then definitely that person may not answer the question what you are asking. So it is a very important factor to motivate yourself. Self motivation is highly essential. आपनको भितर arrogance is required. It is necessary. Sometimes sales people will scold. So sometimes you have to listen. Sometimes you have to counter. It is very important in case life. So your arrogancy, your product arrogancy sometimes work, but in most of the times you have to be polite but in case sometimes you have to be very practical and you have to be counter. So that is important in case of this. Then see my motivation, frequent rejection. Everybody, suppose you are frequently rejected, so you have to develop your skill. ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ take comment as challenge, you take comment as challenge because you are in sales, people will comment, you have to develop your skill, then you have to sell. You can, day will come ଆପଣ 100ଟା no ଶୁଣିଲା ପରେ ଗୋଟେ yes ଶୁଣୁଛନ୍ତି ମାନେ that 99 no is a kind of motivation, that 99 no is a path. ଆପଣ 99ଟା ନ ଶୁଣିଲେ 100ଟା ଜାଗାକୁ ପହଞ୍ଚିବେ. So be ready for 99 no's. So motivation is highly essential. There are number of motivations are there. Different types of motivation achi. Maslow's theory of motivation, two theory of Frederick Hochberg theory of motivation. So many types of motivations is there. So it is highly essential in case of sales. Motivation, Maslow's needs of theory. ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି psychological need, food, clothing, ଯୋଉଟା ଆମେ କହୁନେ physiological need, psychological need, then safety need, social need, esteem, self actualization is everything is happen in case of sales. First you have to secure your see first you have to need financial benefit, then you are expecting your safety and security in job particularly. Then if the company will say you are in payroll, see you are in contract basis, so your effort will be reduced or less. But in case you have no job, so at that time you are joined, and then after that your safety and security matters. So safety and security, when you are in a sales job, you are expecting your payroll, regular salary, fixed salary. Then these are the very highly essential motivational factor when you are in sales. Then social recognition, your place, sitting arrangement, designation, that part is also ଆପଣ କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ area sales manager. So work is same. Zonal head, area sales manager, you are sales manager of a company, but a salary is less as like your sales people. So social need, you are getting a designation along with financial benefit, that is important. Then esteem, your prestige, your status, that is also matter for every individual for motivation. So Maslow has elaborated this theory. So every sales department having all these activity, this Maslow's theory of love, everybody is facing this. Then two theory of you can say two theory of Frederick, two theory of Hochberg, two theory, you can say two factor motivation, health and hygienic factor, maintenance, this aspect is highly essential. Then you can say promotion and demotion, that aspect is highly essential. ଆମେ କହୁଛେ different motivational theory is implemented in case of this sales department. Next come to this sales department. Sales department, so different selling process, already we have discussed different method of selling: prospecting, pre-approach, approach, presentation, overcoming objective, trial. This part we have already covered. So sales, there is no need to discuss this, already we have covered in okay. Then see, in case of sales, you can find different objections handling, objection handling methods. There are certain objection you can find: listening, understand, and negotiation. See, number of sales people find different kind of objections from the ଆପଣ ଯାଇଥିବେ କମ୍ପାନୀକୁ, କହିବେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ସେଲ୍ସ ଭଲ ନାହିଁ, ଆପଣଙ୍କର ସର୍ଭିସ ଭଲ ନାହିଁ, ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଏଇଟା ଭଲ ନାହିଁ, ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ ଭଲ ନାହିଁ. So you have to listen carefully, understand the customer, and then after you negotiate, convince, try to motivate, and try to sort out the problem considering different matters. So these are the important aspect you can find in case of this. Then method of different object handling: asking question, turn objection, deny objection tactfully, then testimonial, reference, give reference, then compensation for valid objection. Sometimes what happen, they will see the customer will say valid reason. So you have to handle with a proper care and with a testimonials, reference, bohi debe, material debe, tadre convince karbe. No, these are the things. So we have complete all these things. Then negotiation complete. So these are the very essential things in case of sales. Negotiation, win-win, win-lose, lose-lose. Sometimes you win-win situation, win-lose. Yeah, sometimes win-win, they will win, customer will win, you win. Then sometimes you lose, customer lose. Sometimes you win, customer lose. Sometimes customer lose, you win. So considering this, sales department week. So you can expect 2-3 questions. One is sales territory, the different types of sales territory, you can say. Sometimes quota setting, another question you can say, different type of quota and quota setting. Then you can find motivation required in case of sales. 3 questions you can expect in this. Thank you all.